I don't know if it was because we didn't have a tournament last year, but this year has just felt different. Yesterday was pretty tame, but today has been, for lack of a better word, madness. We start off with Loyola Chicago taking down #1 seed Illinois, massive upset, but it didn't stop there. We come up to Oral Roberts, who beat Ohio State in round 1 on Friday. They come out and beat Florida in round 2, just the second 15 seed to ever advance to the Sweet 16. Big stuff there, but it's not done there. Jim Boeheim and company, Syracuse, the #11 seed, taking down 3-seeded West Virginia. Buddy Boeheim, Jim's son, was on fire in the second half, and the Orange pick up the win. They're heading to the Sweet 16 for the 3rd time as a double-digit seed. Exciting stuff there. And Oregon State is beating down Oklahoma State right now. So we've got 3 double-digit seeds moving on to the Sweet 16. Let me get my little pen here, as well as #8 taking down a 1. What does all that mean for my bracket? That means it is dead. But it wasn't just the men's tournament. The women's tournament started today as well. We had South Carolina and Georgia Tech in first-round action today. The seniors told us this week the buzz around school was electric, and you could tell just by the number of people that showed up as the Pack looked for their first state championship appearance in just their first season. So look at this sign behind me, 1956. That was the last state championship, but it's been 44 years since ARC even won a region championship. There's not too many people left in Mellow Mushroom right now. A lot of people have gone home to finish the game there, but the ones who are here are excited. When Clemson got that last 2-point conversion, the place went crazy. Gators start to pull away here, 3rd and 9. Trask going to find Kadarius Toney over the middle. They call him the pinball wizard. Watch this. Ping, 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 bouncing off everybody. The ball bounces around, and he pins it to the posterior. How about that one? One of the better picks you will see all season. Yeah, Sierra, I got to draw a smiley face on my mask. I am pumped. The first song they played out here tonight was Back in Black, and I got chills because football is back here in Thompson and here in the CSRA. Laura, you may be more excited to hear this than I am. Georgia fans way outnumbering the South Carolina fans today. I guess that's what happens when you're #3 in the country. This team, this whole community has really bought in, and they are playing for a lot more than just wins and losses this year. While you were drinking eggnog with the family, the NCAA announced their 2020 Heisman finalists. When I asked head coach Lyle Burns, what's different about this team? Why is this team able to have success when so many before have not? He said it's the seniors. This is a big group of seniors. They put in a lot of work in the offseason. They've really bought into this coaching staff and this program, and it's shown on the field. At every Wagner-Sally football game, you can catch Brendan Johnson on the sidelines cheering on the War Eagles.
You know, Brendan's probably the biggest fan I've ever met of Wagner-Sally.
He brings lots of energy, a lot of energy. And he turns everybody up.
Brendan has Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, a rare form of epilepsy, but that doesn't stop him from cheering on his guys every week.
It's not winning and losing to him. He wins every Friday night because he's with his guys, his buddies, his football players. I've waited 17 years to hear a coach say, Brendan, I need you to go in for me.
On senior night, he got that chance.
He's always out here with us. He's just on fire for the War Eagles, and we just want to do something nice for him tonight. It's senior night. It's considered his senior year, and we want to do something cool for him.
Before kickoff, the teams lined up for one play, a run up the middle for Brendan. It was one of those bigger-than-football moments, a moment years in the making.
This idea was brought up 3 years ago when we first started by that senior class. They wanted to see him. And Coach was like, no, let's wait till he's age-appropriate senior. Let's do it his senior year.
Brendan celebrated with a spike before being mobbed by his teammates.
They don't look at him any different than they do themselves. They treat him just like he's one of the guys. What more could you ask for? I'll take it with me to the grave.
A proud dad and a touchdown they'll never forget. In Wagner, Nick Proto on your side. That unmistakable sound won't be heard at South Carolina games this year.
The SEC banned live mascots.
The story of Sir Bigspur goes back to 1998.
My father gave me a gamecock, and I said to Ron, what do I do with this thing? I mean, I knew nothing about chickens.
Ron Albertelli and Mary Snelling started bringing the chicken, then named Cockadoodle Lou after head football coach Lou Holtz, to baseball games. They won a raffle for a free dinner with new baseball coach Ray Tanner.
We asked him at the dinner, we have this chicken, is it okay if we bring it to the baseball games and put it on top of the dugout? And he said, as long as it's not between the white lines, I don't really care what you do.
And the legend of Sir Bigspur was born. For the last 20 years, Ron and Mary have brought the bird to football games, baseball games, softball games, parades, even a golf match.
Which was a fun day because of the frustrations we created for the Clemson team, because you're supposed to be quiet at a golf match, and Sir Bixper knew nothing about that protocol.
The journey hasn't been without its challenges.
We were at Vanderbilt one time. Some guy knocked on our door about 6:30 with a frying pan in his hand. "Where is it?" I said, "You can't touch it."
And now it's time to pass the torch.
We're getting up in years, and we have done our duty to God and country and university and chickens. We have decided we need to start looking to the future.
They've moved the bird from their home in Aiken to Van and Beth Clark's home in Edgefield.
We take a tremendous amount of pride, and because that's our university. The University of South Carolina means really the world to me.
And they hope to get that unmistakable sound back on the field soon. Golf is fairly new to the Perez family. Miguel Perez was finishing his time in the military and bought a club to pick up a new hobby.
My papa was in the garage, and there was this pink 2-iron laying around, and I just I saw it and I picked it up and started swinging, and I mean, ever since I fell in love with the game.
Miguel had a new buddy for his new hobby, his 2-year-old son, Sevi.
And I kind of became his golf instructor until I got to find out that his skills were much better than mine, so I had to get somebody professional to do it.
When Sevi was 3, they met Chip Deason, a former professional golfer who spent more than 20 years on tour.
I see this little kid come up and tagging along with his dad. I couldn't help it. I just had to go. I had to go introduce myself. He already had the fundamentals down. I mean, he was just like a little tour player. I mean, you could see he was going to be good.
But they didn't know how good. Sevi joined the U.S. Kids Tour when he was 5 and dominated.
I racked up about 39 wins straight.
He has more than 300 wins in his life, most of them coming against kids older than he is. He's 10 now and plays in the 12 to 14 age group. The rankings recently came out for this year, and there's Sevi at the top.
I pray to baby Jesus, because, I mean, I'm 10. I just turned 10. I'm playing with 14-year-olds. Yeah. It always works.
Sevi's homeschooled, so he gets to practice every day, either here at the course or at his home training facility.
He's just a phenom. I mean, it's just, it's crazy. It's unlimited, his potential.
It's earned him quite the comparison from his former pro coach.
It's a lot of what you would see when Tiger was growing up, same type mentality.
But the most impressive thing about Sevi is his attitude. With everyone singing his praises, his ego is still in check. His dad says that's all him.
To him, that is being a golfer. Etiquette and being a gentleman is part of being a golfer.
In Evans, Nick Proto, on your side. Golf may not be essential to stay alive, but for these guys, it's essential to have an outlet.
To be able to give somebody something to do instead of just being stuck behind 4 walls.
It gives them something to do and take their mind off the other issues that are going on right now.
In order to make sure you can keep working on that short game, they have to make sure they're doing everything they can to keep you safe.
We've separated the range.
Cleaning baskets, cleaning golf balls.
We've restricted only 2 people in the shop at one time.
We leave our door propped open so nobody's having to touch the door handles.
We also have taken all the rakes, all the ball washers, all the water coolers off the golf course.
Bartram Trail even turned the cups over, so when the ball goes in, you don't have to touch the cup to get it out.
It's a little bit more work for the staff, but the staff also understands how important it is to make sure everybody stays as safe as possible.
Watson and Percosa say while there have been naysayers, most people are grateful they're still open. So the next time you're out at the course, you may have to ride in a cart by yourself, stand on the taped line, and put on a glove to get some range balls. But for right now, that's essential. In Augusta, Nick Proto, on your side.